you
This
clearly?
conference will now be recorded.
Yes, I am watching.
Yeah, okay, sure. Let me introduce myself. Okay, so it is my name is actually Srinivas. Okay, my name is Srinivas. I'm worked. So I worked on different technologies like .NET, Java, and currently I'm working with Hybris projects actually. So it is Hybris projects. In Java, I worked in Spring and microservices, Spring microservices projects I worked, and currently I'm working with Hybris e-commerce solutions, Hybris e-commerce solutions. Okay, now so around 14 plus years of experience in IT industry, years of experience. So I worked with clients. So different clients I worked. So it is so I worked with AIMS 360. So this is one of my client actually. So it's actually from CA, Los Angeles, and Kumo Technologies is another my client actually. Kumo Technologies. So it's also in Los Angeles, CA, and I worked with one company called the Loan Work. So he's also one of my client actually. So it's actually from the LA, Los Angeles. Mostly my clients are from CA. Yeah. Now currently I'm supporting different companies called 𝐇𝐸nch, which is an telecom domain, and so another another company which is called I'm working with a company called the Syntigen. So it is where we are providing digital identification solutions, So, this is actually my introduction actually. That is currently I'm working with Java and Hybris e-commerce solutions. Actually, I'm working on this particular. And these are actually my clients: AIMS 360, Kumo Technologies, and Loan Work. I worked for international clients, and currently I'm working with 𝐇𝐸nch and Syntigen. So for the digital identification solutions and the telecom domain, I'm working on this particular. So yeah, and also I'm a corporate trainer. So Lorena, can you introduce yourself?
Just tell me 1 minute.
Okay.
Yes, my name is Lorena.
Yeah.
We are from Colombia. Already,
Oh.
I'm working on Al Costo, that is a supermarket in our country. I work in the user experience area, and already we are doing a migration of platform. Some
You're working with an EXEI. EXEI, right? You are working with EXEI.
UX and user interface, yes.
Yeah, user interface. Yes. Okay. So, how many years of experience?
I have 6 years of experience.
6 years. Okay.
6 years of experience. I'm working now in the migration of platform because we are using a Magento and we are doing the migration to Hybris SAP Commerce.
Okay. So, current application is in Magento.
I don't understand.
So,
Yes.
yeah, Magento. Okay. So now it's migrating to, I can say migrating to Hybris. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what is the experience in Java?
I'm learning because I'm not very good in Java, but I have more experience in HTML.
Okay.
But with Hybris, I'm learning about it.
So, can I say your experience in HTML, CSS, so
Yes.
Bootstrap?
Yes. During 7 years, but not in. I'm learning science 7 years at HTML and CSS.
So, any themes, any theme knowledge? Themes means as it is already existing templates are there actually. So can you convert them into a project? So theme knowledge in the sense as it is if any kind of project, any theme we have. So can you convert them into any application, web application kind of thing?
I don't understand.
So there are so many ready-made templates are available. Ready-made themes are available. So from that templates, can you customize it to an application?
In which application I use HTML? Are you asking me?
Say it is themes in the sense. Say it is. Let me show you. Let me show you.
Okay.
Just I'm opening. Okay, give me a minute. Just opening. So if you see here, so these are actually some kind of templates here. These are actually called templates. So it is, you can download it, the templates. So it is you can see the Bootstrap template actually. So she will give you the demo kind of thing and all the things. From this, we can convert into an application, or you can say you can customize this template to an application, web application. So are you doing any kind of thing? Can you do that particular thing? So that is what I'm saying. So these are actually HTML and I can say HTML with the Bootstrap kind of thing is there actually. So it is from this, can you convert into an website kind of things?
Okay.
There are actually different templates they will provide you. That is a different kind of things. That is okay, no problem. But at least for learning Hybris, okay. So for learning Hybris, so at least the minimum you need a basic Java. You need a basic Java. You need Java. So somebody joined actually. It's Valeria. Am I right?
Yes, I'm already connected.
Okay. So can you introduce yourself, Valeria?
I am working on al costo also in a supermarket, but I work in the search and reviews area of the page.
Okay. So what's your experience?
I'm not sure if it is user experience. I manage all the facets, the adaptive search, and all the things related to search.
So we're working with the
search
reviews. Search reviews.
Search and reviews, yes.
Okay. So what exactly the what is your software? What you are using it for search and reviews?
In search, I manage that the people find the things when write something on the on-site search of the page, and the reviews to moderate the reviews, the comment on the page, and the facets of the categories related to the products.
Okay. So what is the development experience? So it is. Do you have any knowledge on Java?
I have just a little of experience. I think 2 years learning about it, about Java and HTML, CSS.
So you know the Bootstrap also. Okay.
Bootstrap, yes, I know about Bootstrap.
Okay.
Also, I work with Impex and with Groovy language.
Oh, good. That is, you are working with Groovy. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
And you also work with Impexes. That is what you are saying. So this is in Hybris, right? So, is there? Are you some kind of experience in Hybris?
Yes, I have experience in Hybris.
Okay. Right.
But I'm learning because the platform is new for the company.
Can you repeat it again?
Already learning about Hybris because it's the new platform of our company.
Okay. So you have some experience on adaptive search, if I'm not wrong. Adaptive search, Groovy and Impexes, which are part of Hybris. You have some experience. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And can I know the version what we are using? Can I know the version? Hybris.
The version, I think. Give me a minute, and I tell you the version.
Yeah, sure.
And 6.6.0.6.
6.6. Okay. 6.6. I can say 6.6. Right. This is nice. Okay. Nice to talking with you both. Okay. So let me tell you what exactly we are going to learn in this particular Hybris point, and what exactly we are going to teach in this particular thing. So let me come one point by one point. So
Okay.
here actually, yeah. So here actually we are dealing with the 6.7 version. 6.7 version. Hybris 6.67 version. And so what exactly we are going to learn in this particular. So as I understand you both are working in an e-commerce solution, solutions. So that is what I understand. So whether it is from the UI point or some other view, you people are working with an e-commerce solution, right? So what exactly this kind of Hybris we have? Yeah. So what exactly a Hybris e-commerce is? So let me give you a definition kind of thing. So it's an e-commerce. It's an e-commerce solution, and it maintains an product content management system. It contains a products management system. It has a product content management system. So to manage the products, catalogs, and categories. So this we will call it as a content management system. So to manage this product, to manage these products, Hybris having these both features like e-commerce and as well as the product content management system. So management system, yeah. So and what exactly Hybris supports? What exactly Hybris is going to support? It supports an B2C solutions. It supports, I can say, Hybris supports B2C solutions, which is called business to commerce. So business to commerce, that is nothing but that is nothing but a client straight away interacts with the site, and they can able to purchase the products. So this is actually the B2C kind of a solution it is. Another thing is B2B solutions. B2B solutions, which is called business to business to business. So these are actually the both the things it supports. So business to business in the sense, a company, any company wants to sell the products in a wholesale manner. In a wholesale manner, they want to sell it. Then we'll call it as a B2B. Assume that any kind of car manufacturer or tire manufacturers companies, so they want to sell their products to the dealers kind of things, or any other service providers. So they want to sell it in a wholesale kind of purchase sales. Then we can call it as business to business. So might not be the correct kind of thing, but you can say a retail kind of thing. Here we can say retail, and here we can say these are actually a wholesale business. You can say wholesale kind of business. So at these particular two things, it supports Hybris supports these two things. Apart from this particular thing, it supports omni-channel commerce. Omni-channel commerce. So omni-channel commerce is a kind of thing. Omni-channel commerce is a kind of thing where customers can access the site or access the company's products with from different devices. They can able to connect. So like from the desktop, you can access the products. It supports and from the mobiles, you can access the products. And tablets, from the tablets you can do it. Such a kind of things actually. So omni-channel commerce in the sense, so one site company's e-commerce solution can be accessed from desktop and from the mobile and the tablets, or even from the mobile in the sense maybe it is from the iPhone, or it is from the other Android devices, or from the tablets. So that is nothing but it supports Hybris supports responsive sites. It supports responsive sites. So these are actually the things basically it supports. Apart from this particular thing, Hybris supports for the different industries. It supports different industries like a telco. I mean, it is a telecom. For the telecom industries, they are providing separate solutions. For the travel agencies, they are providing separate solutions. I can say for the telco, travel, and insurance. Even the insurance. So for the industries, they've customized their solutions. They made a customized solutions to reach to the customers. But whatever it is, telco industry or travel agency or insurance, they should fit in the form of B2C, B2B, and OCC, omni-channel commerce. So these are actually the three things are actually the common things, either whatever the industry it is actually. I can say, instead of saying like this, I can say what exactly the uh, industry's customized solutions. Yeah. So these are actually the different kind of solutions. One is that telco industry it supports, and it supports travel agencies, and it supports insurance agencies, right? So these are actually the industries. So it is here. Now, so what exactly the e-commerce? So e-commerce, what exactly the e-commerce? So can anybody explain me what you know about e-commerce? Can anybody explain me what is an e-commerce? What do you know about e-commerce?
Sell products by a web page.
Okay.
Like food, clothes, shoes, in our case, technology.
Leave the technology. So it is, don't worry about the technology kind of things. So generally, okay. So generally, any e-commerce application contains a landing page, or you can say home page. You can say home page. So from the home page, you can search for a particular product. Search for the product, or a category.
By a menu.
Yes, through menu you can search it, or a search box. Generally it will provide a search box kind of things. So through you can search it. After after search the product, you can add them to the bag, or add to the cart. You can add to the cart. Add the product to the cart. So once the product is added, you can check out. So check out the product. So check out the product means it is you have to provide your checking out the product. In the process of checking out the product, so you have to provide billing address. You have to provide your shipping address. You have to provide the shipping address. The customer has to provide the shipping address, and after this he has to provide the customer has to provide payment details, and what do you call so delivery mode. He can choose a delivery mode. So like so it is a through UPX. He wants any through UPS or FedEx, such a things he has to provide that particular thing, or whether he wants to deliver it to the home, or or pick up from a location, such a kind of things he has to provide this particular thing. So after this one, so it is placing the order. So after giving all these details, he can place the order actually. Yeah. So after place the order. Okay. Place the order. So once the order is placed, this is in general actually. It happens in the general phenomena. Like once the order is placed, order what you call the order can be tracked, tracking the order, I can say. Okay, so tracking the order. So once the order is placed, some number will be generated, some invoice number you say, or order number, order number you can say. So based on that order, you can track the order, tracking the order now. So so it is a and order tracking in the after. So this is one flow, tracking the order, whether it is shipped or whether it is going to a particular location. Such a things you can do it actually in the tracking. So, and this particular thing, another thing is a return management policy. We will call it as a return management policy. So, return management policy, you can say. So, return management policy means once the good is reached, goods is reached, or a product reached to a customer, so they can so they can complain to the customer service that that product is not so good, or as it is broken kind of thing, or they are not satisfied with that particular product. So then how this return management has to be happen. So for this particular thing, they have some kind of return management policy, you can say policy, it can be given actually in this particular thing, that will be, or they can able to, in the while doing the while doing the tracking, they can cancel the product also, they can cancel the order also, they can able to cancel the order. In the cancel order, again they can do it full cancellation, so full cancellation, and I can say partial cancellation. So it depends upon the requirement of the company, or requirement of the e-commerce site. We can customize these particular thing. And return policy, that means it is a 30 days guarantee kind of policy. How the money has to be paid back to the customer. So such a things will be comes under return management policy. And to support these particular things, there is a customer service. Customer service model. We need a customer service model. So this is a very basic kind of things common in these are very basic things are very common in e-commerce site actually. E-commerce site. You go any site. It's not actually whether you develop with an technology, whatever the technology it is, whether it is an Hybris, whether it is an Magento, or whether it is an customized solution developed from the scratch using Java or .NET or any other language, PHP or Python, whatever the language. If you develop any kind of e-commerce solution, these features should be available. And Hybris is providing all these features. Hybris provided all these features in their solution, whether it is a, as I mentioned, whether it is a B2C or B2B kind of things, it supports both the things. Okay, am I been clear till now?
Okay, this is clear.
Yeah. So let me show you one more way. How can we do this particular thing? Like so, any e-commerce solution. So here actually you can say, yeah. So if you see here in any application or website, so we have a home page. You can search for the desired kind of products. So once it is product is selected by the customer, or customer choose the product, then that will be add to the cart and places the order, billing address, and all the details will be given, and payment options. So payment options, yeah, another feature is actually the payment options actually here actually. Yeah, place the order That is here I can say, yeah, payment options. So here actually payment options also, so different kind of payments, maybe COD, cash and delivery, or net banking kind of thing, net banking, or I can say credit card, yes, credit card, or debit card. So there are different kind of options are available here. So these are actually the different kind of payment options. Okay, right. So what I'm saying here, so payment options you can say, and after that order status can be tracked, and that will be delivered. Even after the delivery product is delivered to the customer, so he can still he can he can do a review on the product, or he can return the product to support that particular modules return management policy, and as well as the customer service is provided. So this is another way. So this is another way of representing the e-commerce solutions. So in the index page, you can see different kind of categories. From this categories, you are selecting a particular product. In the product that will be added to the cart. So you can say, you can clear the cart, you can proceed to the checkout, or you can still continue the shopping. So after all these particular thing, you can check out the product. That is nothing but you are giving all your purchase details and all the things that will be confirmed. So this is actually the mm, e-commerce application flow. So this is actually the e-commerce application flow. Okay, right. Now, so here actually I mentioned the same things actually mentioned in features of the e-commerce site. The same features are given here in this particular, right? So e-commerce site, right? Now, so what exactly the Hybris is commerce? So what are the different kind of commerce solutions are provided? So SAP is providing SAP e-commerce. SAP is providing an Hybris software for the e-commerce solution, and Oracle is providing an ATG solution, ATG. So which is called the Oracle Commerce Solution. IBM is providing its own commerce service. Okay, so open source. Just I'm trying to compare what I'm saying is what are the different kind of e-commerce solutions available in the market. So open source, that is Magento. So Magento is actually another open source software. So which providing the e-commerce solutions. Magento. Yeah, Magento. So, and the Salesforce company is providing a Demandware as an e-commerce solution. Now, so Hybris actually is actually the number one in the e-commerce solution in 2014 and 2017, and even in 2019 is actually the number one e-commerce platform given by the Gartner report actually. Okay. So what exactly the Hybris means? So it's an e-commerce solution as well as the product content management. It contains both the things, multi-channel e-commerce solution, which is called, I say, you can place the orders using the desktop website application websites, and through mobile you can do it, from the tablet you can do it. So multi-channel e-commerce solutions, and as well as the product content management. It contains different kind of categories, catalogs, and different kind of products. It contains a different kind of products. So that is what Hybris e-commerce is now. So here, here you can say Hybris is actually is not an software which developed in recent years. Almost it is from the it's actually from the 97 itself. 97 itself, which actually started in Switzerland, and later that were actually moved to Germany, and mm, in 2013 August 1st, Hybris acquired by SAP. So that is why now the people are calling as an SAP Hybris e-commerce solution. That means till 2013, um, it's actually an Hybris is actually a separate e-commerce solution. It's not related anything with SAP. But in 2013 August 1st, SAP acquired by Hybris acquired by SAP. So from there actually they are calling it as an SAP Hybris e-commerce solution. Now the people are also calling as an Hybris e-commerce commerce cloud application also. They are calling it as an commerce cloud application also now. So what are the softwares used what are the softwares used in Hybris, or Hybris built? You can say what are the different softwares are used. So there are actually this is developed, Hybris developed basically on Java, on Java framework, and this is based on the jQuery and what you call HTML tags, and also basically it is developed within a Spring framework, and this is a ready-made kind of a solution available in the market in Java and Spring framework, and also using the HTML and uh, what you call the jQuery languages actually. So it's not actually a kind of tool, or it's not a framework, but it's actually, you can say, a framework. Hybris is not a framework, or it's not a tool, but it's a platform, completely a platform which provides you um, end-to-end solutions, end solutions. So completely, you can say, um, it has an different kind of options, inventory management, promotions, and it provides you an checkout features and catalog management. All these features it provided in Hybris. That is why we call it as an Hybris is a platform, not as a tool or a framework. So whatever the features you want, you can simply plug in them into the application, and you can start working on this particular. So what kind of features it is providing means it is providing an inventory management and promotions, checkout and catalog management. All these features it is providing it actually. So most of the times you might see the features as I said, that is as you people are slightly working on Hybris. So there are actually Hybris is having an interfaces. Hybris is having an interfaces which are called cockpits. We'll call it as an cockpits. So what are the cockpits means? To manage the products, and to manage the customers, and to manage the reporting. So reporting cockpits. So these are actually the different kind of cockpits are available in Hybris. So let me show you one example. So let me check it whether my server is started or not. Oh yeah, started. Okay. Just I'm showing you the different cockpits which are available in Hybris. Okay, if you see here, this is actually, we call it as an administration console, which actually gives you where is your database, where is the database, and what are the extensions loaded in the system to monitor Hybris instance which is running on a server. To know that particular thing, Hybris administration console is available. So just if you say go into this database kind of thing, uh, you can see where is the database and what are the extensions. You can see if you go into the platform extensions. So so different kind of extensions which are loaded. Okay, in coming sessions we'll see what exactly these extensions and all the things. But overall thing is set is in a summary, you can say administration console is to know about the instance of the Hybris. So what is actually installed on the server. To know that particular thing, uh, administration console is available. Okay, now so that is one console, administration console, and here just I'm giving you the overview. Yeah, here actually in this site, if you see, this is one cockpit. This is one cockpit, which we call it as an product cockpit, where you can manage the product. That means managing the product in the sense, say you can change the images, or you can change the price of the product, and you can change the description of the product. Such a things can be manageable here in this particular cockpit. This cockpit is mainly to manage the products like changing the images, or price changing, or you can say the description can be changed. Such a things can be managed, or even you can add a product here, or you can disable a particular product. Such a things can be managed in this product cockpit. In this product cockpit, this is one cockpit. We can manage the things here, and here this is another cockpit. This is another cockpit. We call it as an CMS Manager, or content management system. Content management system, where you can manage the content of the site, content of the site means the site is the managing the banner, changing the banners or logo, or you can say carousels, you can say carousels, or footer changes in the footer. Such as things can be managed in this CMS cockpit. So let me say home page. Okay, so home page. As a part of the course, we cover all these cockpits and cockpits. Yeah. So if I open this particular thing, so if I open double clicking on this particular thing, it opens the page. Okay. So here actually, this is actually the page, home page content. So it shows you different kind of plots, on the page, and you can manage the you can manage that banner. If you say banners, you can manage the banners, or you can say logos, you can manage these particular thing. So, or the images, you can change the images. Such a things you can do it in this CMS cockpit. So the same kind of thing you can achieve it in the smart edit also. The smart edit also. So here, this is a better UI. So better UI comparing with the CMS cockpit. Whatever the thing you are doing it in the CMS cockpit, that can be done in smart edit also. Smart edit also. But this is having a better view. So this is having a better view. You can manage the carousels. You can easily manage the carousels here, and you can manage the carousels here. Even the footer and the header and the banners you can change it here, and logos you can change here. In this particular thing, in this smart edit, you can do all these things. Of course, the same thing you can do it in the CMS cockpit also. CMS cockpit also. So this is another example. So here you can see this is the heart of the application, Hybris application. So which is called the back office. Back office. So this back office, in this back office, you can manage the catalogs. You can manage the catalogs. You can manage the users, orders. You can track the orders, and any price settings that we can do it. And here in the marketing section, promotions, different kind of promotions, discounts that can be given in this particular part. Yeah, even the sites you can manage it from here actually. This is the overall administration of the Hybris application. So overall managing the sites, the different sites that can be managed from this back office. So as a part of the course, we do the we cover all these cockpits. We will cover all the cockpits. So one more thing as a part of this particular thing, you can use the features. You can use the existing features as is. So one thing here is existing features can be used as is, so as it is existed, or you can do customization, or otherwise you can do customization. Yeah, customization you can do it. To do the customization, you require knowledge on Java. So knowledge on Java, Spring Framework, And from the UI point of view, that is, if you are doing a changes in the UI, then you need to know about HTML, CSS, and not the Bootstrap, but HTML, CSS, and here you need JSP pages. Yeah, so JSP pages. You need to know about the JSP pages for the customization. For the backend functionalities, if you want to set is, if you want to change anything in the backend functionalities, you need at least a basic knowledge on the Java and Spring framework. On the UI side, if you want to do any modifications, you need an HTML, CSS, and JSP pages. These are actually the requirements for us to do the customizations. Okay. As a part of this course, we cover both functional. That means how the sites are managing it and how you can change it the functional way, and the technical things also. We'll discuss the technical things also. Like we do some Java coding. Including the Spring frameworks, and also we'll change we'll modify something in the HTML and the JSP pages, HTML and JSP pages. So that also we do it technically. Changes on the all these things. We do this particular part. That means it's a techno-functional course, and as a course, we are depending on the Hybris 6.7 version. Okay, yeah. So am I being clear till now?
Yes.
Yeah. Is this version is okay for you? Hybris 6.7.
Yes, but I think that some things we can use with our version because we have 6.6, but I think that we can do many things with this course.
What exactly? I'm not sure. What you are using it for the back office. I mean, set it to back end in 6.7. So there are two versions actually. It is in 6.6. In 6.6, if you are using in 6.6, there are some differences. It is back office actually. I said the whole entire sites we can manage it from here, like categories, catalogs, price changes, site
Yes.
base sites, and all the things. So in 6.6, there is another thing which is called HMC. There is another module called HMC, Hybris Management Console. So through HMC, you can do that particular part. Now in 6.7
yes,
onwards,
we have all the things that you have in different pages. We have in the back office. In back office, we have the Cockpit and also the WCSM and just apart the Smart Edit.
So in 6.6, back office is there and HMC is there, but in 6.7, 6.7 onwards, this HMC is completely deprecated actually. Yeah, deprecated. Okay, and here, if you observe it, actually, as I said, so there is an WCMS, okay, WCMS management system. So, okay, let me come in another way. Smart Edit is there actually to manage the content, like banners, banner or carousels or logos, to change that particular kind of thing. Smart Edit can be used, and WCMS also can be used, but further we don't use this WCMS. In coming versions there is no WCMS. There are deprecated actually. That means for the backward compatibility, the people who are already working from 5.x or 4.x of Hybris, still they need the assistance of their existing modules like WCMS or HMC. That's why Hybris is continuing that features like HMC and WCMS. In future versions, these HMC or WCMS won't be available. Even you can say product. There is a product cockpit. So in the back office, uh, in the back office, there is a product cockpit is available. Just I'm trying to give you the overview. That is product cockpit. Okay, the UI is completely different actually. Product cockpit. Okay, product cockpit. So this is actually managed separately in 6.6, which is called product cockpit management. Just now I show you that particular thing, but in that can be done from the back office cockpit also. So like here you can go and change it to the productive cockpit. You can see the productive cockpit. Yeah, it is showing something issue. Okay, but you can do that particular part. Yeah. And here actually I think Sampath shared what exactly the content I'm going to cover in Hybris e-commerce techno-functional training. So here actually I'll cover you the overview of this particular thing and architecture of the Hybris, and how you can install the Hybris on your local machines. So that is what I'll cover in this particular course, and how can we integrate application in an Eclipse Eclipse environment. So what are the? Is there any specific ID are you using?
No, at the moment.
I mean, set is like any Eclipse you are using it. It is oh, okay. So this is generally we use it for the customizations. Customization means in the editor in IDE we open the software, and there we can do the customization. So there we can do the customization. Either you say the Java code or index files or even JSP files. That everything we can do it in this Eclipse integration course actually. As a and as a part of this course, we'll cover this back office. Back office will cover it. Of course, this is I'm not going to cover HSE administration console will cover it, and back office will cover this particular thing. And here, what are the different? What is exactly the B2C accelerators and the B2B accelerators, and how can we do these particular things like how to install these accelerators and all the things. Of course, in the next session, I'll tell you what exactly the extension, what is accelerator, and all the things. But just I'm trying to overview this course. So commerce basics, and here different cockpits. Just now we saw the product cockpit and the WCMS cockpit. So all these cockpit basics will cover it actually. All the cockpit basics will cover it. And this is actually very crucial thing actually in Hybris, like the catalogs, how the catalogs are can be managed from the catalogs, how you manage the products, how you manage the categories, and how you manage the products, catalogs, categories, and products. So this entire thing is called the catalog management. So how this particular catalog can be managed, that will cover it. And what exactly what exactly happening inside the system, like that means whenever you are storing something, whenever you are changing something on the UI, there should be some place to persist the information. Persist the information means the information should store somewhere. So that the somewhere in the sense generally the database. So how the database is and where the how the data is going to store in this system, that we'll cover it actually cover it in this part of this data modeling and type system. And so cards and order, so like end-to-end workflow will I'll show you the entire end-to-end workflows. Okay. And how can we give a promotions, how can we implement the promotions, vouchers, and how can we how the customers are going to give a reviews. These things we'll discuss in this particular thing. So these are actually the different kind of modules I'm going to cover. And here actually as a part of the course, this is actually the completely Java based code actually. How the service layers, data access layers, and how the application is going to be written in Java using the Spring framework. That entire thing we will cover in this service layer module. And as a part of the course, we'll cover all the IMPEX functionalities, importing to the system and exporting from the system. That will cover it is. And flexible search queries will cover the flexible search queries end-to-end job, end-to-end. And there is actually another option which is called cron jobs. Cron job in the sense we write some kind of statements that will be scheduled in the system, so that that will run automatically. Like if you want to send mails to different kind of customers, then you can define one job, and you can schedule that particular job, so that that will be sent to the different kind of customers at the particular time. So that is called cron job. So that will cover it is actually. So another here actually this technical point of view. So how this application is built and what is inside that application, that will cover it is as a part of the course. Converters and populators, that will cover it is here. And we'll cover both WCMS as well as smart edit, like to manage the content, that is actually the thing actually, like a content management, like how the JSP pages we can manage it, or how these components are created, and all these things we'll cover in this particular. And in the as a part of the course, we'll do some kind of customizations in the back office also. So that will cover it is. And apart from this particular thing, if you want any specific kind of modules or anything, let me know, so that I'll include in this course. So I think Sampath shared with you this particular content. And what I can say is, you have to understand what exactly the prerequisite for you is actually the basic understanding of this web technologies and e-commerce applications. And also you should know, that means for these technical parts like dynamic model attributes or converters, or to understand this particular service layers, especially you should know this Spring framework. I mean, it is completely, you want to write a customized kind of code, you need this Spring framework. For the IMPEXs, flexible search queries, or type systems. So for that, you might not need that particular thing, but if you want to write a customized code, then definitely you need Java and Spring framework. So this is actually what I'm going to cover in this particular part of the course. So if you want any other modules, if you want, let me know, so that I can include you in this particular thing. Okay.
Okay.
Am I been clear? Yeah. Am I been clear till now?
Sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
Am I being clear? Is this particular session is clear to you?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes, yes.
This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. So, are you seeing my screen? So, is it
Yes.
visible? Yeah. Separate.
Yes.
I have a separate session. The content and everything is prepared. This particular thing. So it is whenever the user is interacts with this particular storefront. So how he is getting that information from the Hybris DB and SOLR. So this is actually we have this particular thing, and what do you call the? I have a separate exercise for this particular thing uh, to do the solar to do the solar customizations. I have in a separate session, but that is not mentioned. Yeah, thanks for reminding me that particular thing. Yeah, we'll cover that solar actually. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as a part of the search, we do the flexible search queries and the solar and adaptive search and the generic searches that we do it in this particular thing. So here, if you see, let me say, okay, let me give you one more detail like. So here you can see if I started typing this particular thing cap. So here you are getting a different kind of details, right? Here actually you are getting different details. With the image you are seeing the some products. You are seeing the some products. So these are actually the SYLR. This is actually the SYLR options. So here, if I go into here. So if I go into a particular category, so here actually you are seeing the these particular things. So this is another kind of search options. Yeah, if you see here, these are actually the different options actually available. Colors based and price based. So these are actually different kind of search options. So these are actually, and here let me go into one more here actually. So if I go into the catalog, so here actually this is another kind of search option. This is not a solar option, but this is a kind of generic search options are available. These are actually the generic search options. If I click on this particular thing, and advanced options are showing here. This is not related with the SYLR, but here actually these are related with the SYLR. These are actually SYLR. As a part of the course, we'll cover both the things. So if you guys type something, it is showing this particular results. How can you customize these solar options? That we have, I have an extensive session for that particular thing. So these are, and here in the back office, whatever thing you are seeing here on the screen, like advanced research options. So this search option is completely different. This search option is completely different than the solar actually. This generic search also will cover it is. And by the way, one more thing here actually. So most of the times, what we are saying here it is, it's a kind of 1 hour session, 1 hour kind of session. But I prefer mostly it will be 1.5 session. session actually, 1.5 hour session actually. It takes you around 30 to it depends upon the course or content what we are seeing. So 30 to 33 sessions it takes actually. Sessions it will take. So most actually we are saying 1 hour, but it won't be enough. 1 hour won't be enough. It will be an 1.5 hour session. 1.5 hour session. Maybe 10 minutes less or 10 minutes more. So approximately it will be 1.5 hour session. 1.5 hour session. So I need to cover all these content 30 to 33 sessions actually to cover all this entire kind of syllabus. Am I been clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me know. So if you want any other things. So as I said, all flexible search queries I'm going to cover. Indexes I'm going to cover. So you just look into this particular syllabus and curriculum, whatever the curriculum I have given. So that is, if any other things you require, let me know so that we'll try to adjust the syllabus, the curriculum based on your requirements, requirements. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to ask me something?
Now, just we want to know how is the cost of the course and how is the payment options or how we can pay this course.
Yeah. Yeah.